Okay, let's get started. Today I'm pretty excited to present a new topic of our product development course. And hopefully it's going to be a very short session today because we're going to focus on one particular issue, so-called product market fit. What is a product market fit? It is important? How to understand, how to interpret product market fit? All we're going to speak about this today. But before we go there, let's do quickly refresh our knowledge because we missed 1 week. So first one, I would like to. I know some new faces today. So first one, would like to remind you about product requirement document at the beginning of our product development cycle. What we do, we develop PRD document, which is evergreen document, which we continuously update. So PRD document has, as you can see on the screen, number of very important parts. First of all, it's vision, mission, values, business strategy, product principles, problem statement. We need to understand our product audience. We should come up with OKR, objective key results, and we're supposed to be doing important researches. Remember, we talked about researches last week, and we mentioned, not last week, a few weeks ago, we mentioned that there is a certain established process how to do effective research process. This research includes 4 stages: doing valuable research, organizing research in data, conducting effective analysis, and final step, articulating information. And 2 weeks ago, what we did discuss about conducting research. We had like a great examples, or one of the participants brought startup idea. So we discuss how to identify assumption, how to prioritize assumptions. We eventually come up with some draft research plan. That was last just refreshment for last few weeks what we discussed, and today we're going to speak about product market fit, and next week we're going to continue with this research process. We're going to be speaking about organizing research data and conducting effective analysis, or maybe we can talk about 2 subjects or maybe 1 subject. We'll see next week. But like I said, today we're going to speak about product market fit. It's like a very popular term now. A lot of people speak about product market fit, and it's important. We know a lot of businesses fail, and we'll speak about that, why they fail. One of the main reasons is incorrect product market fit. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment in chat box or unmute yourself. Feel free to ask questions. But for now, we just continue. So what is a product market fit, or acronym would be PMF. It's like a very vast word, and you see official definition would be product market fit is all about putting in products that satisfy a market need. You find the needs that are not being catered for, and then you create a product unique to such fit. That's official definition from Mark Anderson. Another definition would be you have found product market fit when you can repeatedly acquire customer for a lower cost, then they are worth to you. So basically if we're like trying to explain product market fit, if you are making startup, or if you are setting up your own business or developing your product, you need to put together a product which basically satisfy product like market pain or market need. As you can see on this pyramid, you see on the top is let's start from the some foundation. So in the market, first we identify target customer. Certain target customer can be underserved needs, have some pain needs, and from top, it's our product. Let's move from the top to down. We come up with UX design. we eventually define our features, and we do value proposition. So if we have overlap between market and product, then we have a good product market fit. I'm gonna explain that in our next few slides, how it works. So why it is important? Why it is important to have product market fit? Yeah, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, many startups fail. And did you know that 42% of startups fail because no one wants to buy their product? So it's a classic example. I know a lot of people who do startups here in the United States or in Kazakhstan or in Russia. I know some people. Some of them have great ideas as they think they start their startup, but eventually nobody wants to buy their product. That's a problem. For corporation, as you can see on my screen, nearly 80% of new product fail each year for the same reason. 80% of new product. So the question is, why are we still developing products no one wants? So product market fit. Product market fit scale is real, is not a joke, because it costs company millions annually to chase and realize it is not there. Product market fit, it's like a mirage. The more you chase it and force it, the more it's a run away from you. I love this example. Yeah, let's see company which we, let's see success story. And as you know, market is always dynamic, situation is always changing. So we see success story as of today, like today, May 2023, Uber, Airbnb, Dropbox, Zoom. This eventually succeeds. They have a very successful product market fit. And in previous weeks, we spoke a lot about Uber. We spoke a little bit about Airbnb, and we talk about, I think we had exercise around Zoom as well. So let's see example of Uber timeline. So company eventually started. They had some like a lot of preparation, long preparation period, and they launched their business as a luxury ride service in San Francisco in 2010. So that was, I remember we spoke about that. First idea was to have a luxury service, yeah, for rich people. So in 2011 they launched. They eventually moved to other US city and started with mobile app. That was big breakthrough. And then they face problem with driver. They had issue with reliability. So they spent a lot of money trying to resolve this issue with reliability in drivers. So in 2013, they launched Uber X and started sharing, like this basically moved to current economy model, cheap car. That was the breakthrough in 2013. And what happened after this breakthrough? They spread very quickly around the globe. And now we know Uber as it is. As you can see, they're kind of already present in very competitive markets. They're still doing good. But you have to, in this, situation, in dynamic market situation, you have to be flexible. And now Uber expanded to the food delivery, freight transportation. I'm sure they're not sitting idle. They are also thinking other features. That's why they still on the market. This reality, what we are facing now. If you want to survive, you should stay flexible. You should stay open to other opportunities. So let's move on. That was a great example. Uber is a success story, but as we have some other not very successful stories like BlackBerry phone was, I remember beginning of 2000, it was a very popular one. Every second one was using BlackBerry. Blockbuster, we talk about Blockbuster, was wiped out from the market by Netflix. And another example is Sears. You can check their story in Google. So that's a very sad story. What happened with them? They missed their product market fit. Let's move to the next slide. So, like I said, it's a lot of people using PMF abbreviation, and there are a lot of like misconception about PMF. So let's go one by one. We have better customers, better version of customers for our product. So great, we have PMF. That's not true. If you have better customers, it doesn't mean you have PMF. We've got a ref review from one of our clients, customers, so we have PMF. So we need to accumulate, you need to do proper researches and collect data before you make conclusion if you have PMF. We just sold 3 premium version of our product. I think this is it. We have PMF. That's not true. Yeah, once again, I repeat my statement about researchers. Our customers are discovering our product on their own. It must have achieved PMF. So we have had excellent marketing webinar showing benefit of our product, and many leaders sign up for it. So we have PMF. Now, if having promotional action doesn't mean you have PMF, only successful launch and confirming research data can confirm PMF. So all this myth, or I would say goods, starts towards achieving PMF, but it's not actually PMF. It's not perfect market fit, perfect product market fit. So let's see whole framework, because we spoke a lot about what is PMF, examples, we spoke about misconception. Let's see framework itself, which is really mind-blowing concept. First step, as you can see, like stage 0 is our starting point. We define our target customer. It doesn't matter what type of business you do. Like remember Uber example, we spoke with the target customer initially was luxury segment. Now it's more economy segment. But as you can see, your target customer may shift with time being, but initially you should decide what is your target customer. If you do like a wrong step, if you do mistake, you always can do researches and change your target customer or adjust. You still in the same business, but your target group can be changed. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's step number or phase 0. Yeah, it's like 6 steps. So you beginning step number 1, define your customers. Then your next step is real critical. You do researches. Remember, we talk about researches, surveys, interview. Then you interview and decide. You find underserved needs of the customer, or maybe pain. In case of Uber, remember we talked, people want to get some help with Lyft, especially because of issue with parking or some other issues. They need some car to reach from point A to point B. That's underserved needs. Or for every business idea, it's going to be different underserved needs. Then number 3, you define your value proposition. Number 4, you specify your MVP. Remember, we spoke about MVP, minimum viable products, which is like minimalistic setup for your product. You must decide your MVP with key features. And number 5, you build your MVP and you do your development work. Eventually, you build. After you build your MVP, which is a very minimalistic option of your product, you you test your product with actual customer before scaling. In the rule of thumb, you should test it like with 10% of your target audience. So let's say if we go back to Uber, let's say you set up Uber in Houston. I'm in Houston. I don't know. Houston is maybe a few, like 10 million people. I don't know how many drivers. Maybe let's say 10,000 drivers. So you should test this your product with 10% of your target audience. Yeah, so it's gonna be, let's say, 100,000 drivers, or potential taxi drivers. So 10%, you should test your product with 10,000 drivers, 10%. After that, you should be able to say, hey, I have a product market fit or not. So yeah, the same process is like I describe like a whole framework, but if you see like in as a picture, you do starting point, you do problem inside, then you move to your solution, problem fit, then you do product iteration, iterative uh, product development. You do developing your product, iterating. Eventually, you feel that you have product market fit. You see it's feasible, it's working, you have good engagement. Here's the point when you start scaling. Yeah, that's important. As you can see, stage 5, you scale it, but you don't scale it if you don't have product market fit. So a lot of companies fail because they immediately run for scaling without product market fit. And also important thing to know that is iterative process. It's not like a linear process. You go forward and go back. It's very dynamic process. Okay, so let's talk about market size. Market size is a key component of product market fit. If market isn't large enough, it won't be able to sustain your business. If you know for market has changed, you should do researches again. So if a good sign of your good fit for the market, product is in service obtainable zone. So there is a you should remember I told about like 10% of your market, and of course you do a lot of research trying to understand which zone are you working now. So we have city color is first a total addressable market. Total market for your product is a whole big market. Next one is serviceable available market, portion of the market you can acquire based on your business model, your target. And the last one is serviceable obtainable market, percentage of market you can realistically capture. So your goal is SOM. Okay, let's brainstorm a little bit about question. If did my market achieve PMF? So the problem here, there is no like single metrics that will tell you about your PMF. Usually it's combination of qualitative and quantitative metrics. And remember, we talk about researchers doing qualitative and quantitative researches, and finding PMF requires long-term thinking and do a lot of research. And it may take a lot of months, few months, let's say. Like I said, qualitative, it's kind of referral business. People, word of mouth from customer, people get interested, and quantitative is your NPS score, growth rate, market share, customer lifetime value, and so on. We'll talk about this quantitative and qualitative metrics in our next sessions. So let's stay on this question. Did my product achieve PMF? So there are several clear signs. If you have product product market fit. First of all, you have organic exponential growth. Your product show high level of sales, a good conversion rate, and you have a user engagement. It's very good first sign that you have product market fit. Next one is you have very high user retention, or like not less than 40% of your customers over a long period, they prefer to stay with your product. Okay, another metric, 3-to-1 ratio return on customer and acquisition cost. So if the cost to acquire the customer is 3 times less than a lifetime value, then you have sign up of product, then you have product market fit. For example, you spent $1 to get one client with lifetime value $3. So it's a good ratio. And the last one, 40% of your customer will be disappointed if your product is removed from the market. So they are attached to your market. That's basically mean you have a product market fit. Okay, and last slide, last conclusion. Today we have very short presentation. Achieving PMF, product market fit, is not one-time event. It's ongoing process. So companies will be willing to continuously iterate, improve their product based on the customer feedback and market trend. So we continuously checking our data, yeah. This involves regular testing new features, analyzing user behavior, and making data-driven decision to optimize product for the target market. Yeah, that was my last slide. Before, just to like solidify my message, the Uber case, you see, they always continue changing their product. They always testing their product market fit. They started one business for luxury, they then do app, then face some issues, technical and with people issues, then they totally changed their model. They changed their target audience from luxury to economy, and then they had a like great product market. Even after that, they keep updating their product. What they do now, food delivery and freight transportation, but I'm sure they do a lot of other features. They work on other features. That's why they're trying to be on product market fit. And that was my last example, last statement. And yeah, from now let's move to the questions. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time.